Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story? Let's find out. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Welcome to the Koala Collective. So I hope you guys are doing good. Let's get right into this. So what I immediately got was that you are at the crossroads. You're at the crossroads. In the liminal space, you're reaching a place where you are there. You have done the work. And if you haven't done the work yet, you're working on it, and you're going to be at the crossroads. You're there. You are, this is incredible. I don't know if you know what the liminal is, but in the crossroads, in this way, I see it as the crossroads between the physical reality and the spiritual. You are at this crossroads. It's beautiful. That can be a little scary to some people. It can cause a feeling of chaos when somebody reaches a point where they're kind of going in between two worlds, two realities, two dimensions. You're starting to see things. This crossroads isn't scary. It just feels like that. As long as you you have protection. Like when you're crossing the street, you don't just walk into the middle of the street, or you don't just go in front of a car. You make sure that you've looked, where the lights are, if any cars are coming, or if there are other people, or if there's, a danger ahead. You wouldn't just keep walking if there was a big hole in the middle of it. So you are protected. You need to remember that as you move into this new spiritual place, this new reality, you are protected. Number 22. So that's great. Like you may be feeling a little chaos because it's like change and it's something you've never experienced before, but it's exciting actually. This crossroads is creating a feeling of like limitless possibilities. Before, you just thought there was this world and this reality, and the way that you saw things and everybody told you they were, you're realizing that your reality is limitless. It is, your abundance is limitless. You are protected. Have faith, balance, and simplicity. Reduce the clutter, cleanse, rest, and meditate. So that, So I got these two cards, the bathroom card and the workplace card. And what I see about these is they're very like orderly. They're very structured. There's a lot of square rectangles. There's a lot of straight lines. And this is about getting things in order. This is about simplifying, simplicity. Like, do you really need all the stuff that's around you? Do you really need the energies that are around you? Do you really need that? Is that actually serving you, or is making things simpler actually the way that's going to going to bring the most productivity? So we got simplicity, balance, and nap, which I thought was interesting. So it's returning to basics. Returning to basics. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you resting? Are you connecting? Are you getting enough nutrients? Are you in resonance with the energy you want to attract? So getting back to basics is very important. And one of those basics is your faith practice, your divinity practice, number 41 here. So really getting back to who you are. Like, what is important? What grounds you? When do you feel the most connected to source? When do you feel the most connected to the higher up? When you're speaking your through your faith, because it's blue into the crown chakra. So that connection with the divine, you are a voice of the divine. So believe in that. Look at how beautiful flowers are, how simple they can be, but how complicated. Okay, so now we're gonna get some cards. Oh, I did pull one card, and this is the card that I was shuffling and came out, is the 10 of Pentacles. You returning back to what's important, the simplicity, and really focusing on like making sure things are orderly, making sure that they're simplistic, and is it going to allow you to renew your energy and create. And that's going to bring in abundance. If you do this practice, when you reach this crossroads, this liminal space, which direction are you going to go? Are you going to continue down the chaotic path that has so many limits? Because that's tempting. It's the street you know. It's the place you know. But are you willing to cross into the liminal, trust in the divine, have faith, and cross over into the liminal? Because the liminal energy is that of this green. See? It's the same colors, same color scheme. So this is telling you that if you believe, if you follow this line, kind of like the fool's journey, if you go into this, through this crossroads, into that space, you're going to attract massive abundance. Yeah, your abundance is limitless. So that's what you've been told, that your abundance is limited. But that's now you're at this crossroads where you're deciding that's not where you want to be. Yeah, you've been taught to hold on to your money. You know, here is the like I said, this liminal energy. It's right behind you, almost like the Emerald City. It's limitless. I've been watching a lot of Wicked, so that song, Defying Gravity, oh my gosh, like it's so moving. If you haven't listened to it or seen the movie, it's incredible. It really does talk about defying your limits. You know, choosing to fly on your own, even if it's hard, even if you have no one with you, if you're all alone, but at least, you know, you will be in the resonance of making the prosperity you want. The only way you can start sometimes is to let everything go. So you might be holding on to things still, like these are these ideas, these are these earthly things that are telling you this gives me security. It also keeps you stuck. So if you want to stay, you know, limited in this energy, that is your choice. But I see that you're at a crossroads. So you are protected. So it might seem scary, but remember, if you're feeling scared, if this is causing you fear, this is probably not your reading, and that's okay. Because like this is interesting. This card is in this deck. And it's the 10 of Swords. And I haven't shown it to you yet because I want to explain it. It's the 10 of Swords. But this has a different meaning. This card says everything is fine. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This crossroads is kind of scary to you because it feels like everything's over. But everything is actually fine. You have to believe in that. You have to believe in the unseen. You have to have faith. So let's see. I love that came out. When I first saw that, I was like, oh no, the 10 of Swords, where's this going? And then I saw that it was the Everything is Fine card, which I think is such, it's a crossroads. It's like saying, no, I can look at that this isn't working for me, but see that everything is fine. And then you got the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, you are being given, as you reach this crossroads and let other things go, painful as they were, as much work as you put in, it's time to let it go because the universe is handing you a pentacle. The universe is saying, here's your seed. Here's your seed. You're at the crossroads. We're handing it to you because you're taking that path. You're taking the path that's uncharted. And that's going to manifest into your 10 of Pentacles. Like if you go this direction, it's limitless. I can't say that more. Like you can stay stuck. You can stay stuck. You can go back to sleep. Instead of revitalizing yourself through a nap, you can go back to sleep. That is your choice, but you are going to stay in the same energy. If we don't take a different path, if we don't choose the path less traveled, we can't create. And you asked about this. And you're making the decision like, okay, I'm going to go out there and explore. I'm going to go in the direction that actually feels resonant to me, not out of fear. I'm not going to keep on this path that isn't working for me out of fear, but I'm actually going to go in the direction where I see possibilities. It might be things I don't understand. It might be a place, a land, a move, a change in jobs that you're scared of. You're like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Like I'm putting an end to all that I know in order to go here. And the universe is saying everything is fine. Everything is fine. Trust. Have faith. Have faith. And I got the letters L and the letter T, the numbers 22, 41, and 42. Yes, you may have to defend your position because some people are not going to be happy you're choosing this path. Like here we have all this liminal energy again. We have all that liminal space, and you may have to like close some doors and bat these people off. But once you do, sorry, I got to cover her up. Once you do, you're showing up as the star. Look at all this. Look at all this abundance. Look this energy. I mean, like I said, you can stay on this limited path, but trust in the fact that, you know, I brought up the Fool, but the star is also naked. The star is from a different place, though. The star is from a different galaxy or a different constellation. And oh, my hand just cramped up. It doesn't want me to cover up everything, but I don't have a choice. So that's part of it. People are wanting you to cover up. People are wanting, they're like, what are you doing? You're like literally shedding everything that you've said you are. What are you doing? And you're like, no, I'm protected by source. I'm protected by the divine. I am protected. I am the star. I am meant to come to this earth. I am meant to come to these situations and shine, be the star. And the star and the 10 of Pentacles, come on. And everything is fine. I mean, come on. You've gotten the green light. You're worried about the tower. I get that. You're worried about things burning. But with the tower comes freedom for you. Like, yes, what you're saying and what you're doing is going to cause a lot of pain to some people. But it's not your pain. It's not your pain to worry about. Your growth, if it causes other people to feel pain, then they're not for you anyway. They don't have what's best in mind for you. So let the tower burn. Let their tower burn. It's not yours. You don't want to be there anymore. Like I said, sometimes you have to clear out all this. The tower is a sign that things are getting cleared out. The tower is a sign that you are letting go of other things in the past, like this everything is fine card. Like these are very contradictory things. All these swords, like if you know anything about tarot, the 10 of Swords is really painful ending. It's brutal, but it's saying it's okay. It's okay. Yep, the tower's on fire. You've been stabbed 10 times. Yep, everything is fine. I think that's the theme of this. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Fine, fine. Oh, I dropped a card. The 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands. So you know, you're like staking your claim. If you've got to be by yourself, like I said, you're like, okay, I'm good. I don't need all of you. You've been through hell though. I mean, with all these swords and all these wands. Yeah, you've been through it all. And I mean, is that working for you? Do you really want to stay in that position? Like when you go through this crossroads, you could continue down the path you already know. You already know what that leads to. It leads to this. It leads to all this. Do you really want to continue on that path? Could the new path on the crossroads be that bad? I mean, you already know that this is full of pain. And yes, people like to stay in the pain they know. At least it's familiar. Really, do you want to be that person? That's very limiting. It's very limiting. And I don't get that feeling from you guys. You're limitless. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the Star. Everything is fine. Oh, I hate that I have to cover her up. Oh my gosh. And this is Aquarius energy. We're going into the age of Aquarius. And so this is incredible. Like the sky is the limit. Like, oh my gosh, look, it's the rainbow to the Pentacles, which is the pot of gold, and the Star. I mean, like, whichever direction you go on this path, you're going to have success. You're going to have abundance. You're going to have manifestation. Go for it. Like, yeah, I mean, I hope this is my story as well, because this is incredible. The World. I mean, they're all naked too. Like I was saying, you're going to be in this crossroads and you're going to have to leave everything behind. figuratively. You do not need to take off your clothes to go down this path. But what I'm saying is you have to be bare. You have to be willing to just stand on your own. You, on this path of your life, this new crossroads, which way are you going to go? Are you going to continue along? That's what it looks like. It looks like a bridge, actually one of those rickety bridges that you have to cross, and you're like, oh, it's so wobbly, and you're afraid you're going to fall off and get turned over, and there's like alligators behind. Or you can go here, and yeah, it's a little shadowed. You're not sure what's there, but look how clear it is. How there's no structures in your way. It doesn't look rickety. It's very solid. I like that. Simplicity. Yes. And, you know, I would work on that. If you don't have it already, you know, if you don't already do cleansing, if you don't have a bathtub, then you can't take a salt bath. But if you do, you can use spritzes of different oils, waters. I use rose water a lot. I love this stuff. It is not necessarily this brand, but I really love rose water. I spray it all the time. I spray it before my readings. I spray it just all the time. I love the smell of roses. Is very connected to source. And so, you know, cleansing yourself, cleansing your environment, decluttering and putting in order your workspace, your creative space, so that you can create and just every time you use your space, make sure you keep it nice and tidy and organized, so that when you want to create, when you get that inspiration, you can just go there and you don't have to clean anything up. That really helped me. Using sound, here, just in case it hurts your ears, but using a bell. I use sage. Some people say that's not okay, but it means a lot to me. I also light, you know, candles for you guys. I do a lot of energy clearing on a regular basis to keep things orderly. I you know, cleanse my cards. I shuffle them. I do all these things so that I can make sure to get all this energy for you. Okay, let's see. I'm going to see if there's any more information. I don't feel like I'm going to get a lot more because it's already good. Okay, that's great. I'm glad I did one more. The sun. The sun, this is the best card in the deck. This is the most positive, and the light is coming through. The sun is coming through. So those rays, look, it's kind of similar to this card. It's all over me. And so that is coming through. It is illuminating. So you may see this crossroads, this path as shady, and you can't see what's down there. But once you're on it, once you fully commit, the sun is going to come out, and this is going to be a celebration. I mean, you got the 10 of Pentacles to start with, the 10 of Cups, the sun. You know, in order to have this rainbow too, you have to have a storm. So the sun's come out now. It's causing the rays to create a beautiful rainbow, and it's leading you to your pot of gold and your star energy. And we got the world. So there's so many naked people in this. It's very hard to. So, you got all these cards. These are incredible. These are incredible. Yes, your path is limitless. You've just got to believe, you know, not get stuck in this energy of feeling defensive and stuck and like, I have to hold on to everything. Let the tower burn. And no matter if it seems bad, everything is fine. You're fine. Everything is going to be okay. So I loved this story. If it was your story, it was great. I really enjoyed it. And there's sun all over me. Anyway, I love you guys. Mwah. And please like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on that little notification, and most importantly, come back so I can see you again, so I can read your energy, because I've really been enjoying the stories lately. And the more of you that show up, the more I can get your energy and tell part of your story. Maybe only a little piece of this was your story. Maybe the whole thing was. Maybe this wasn't your story, but you learned something from it. This is a journey we're all taking together, and it's limitless. So I love you guys. Bye.